Yes, good morning to the Gelding. Gelding, we're actually taping on the morning of a race. We're back in form.
Good morning, Professor. Good morning, listeners. Yes, Sunday morning, here we are. Big race meeting at Sandown today. I'll let you give the viewers the rundown of the track and course today a bit later on. But yeah, good to be busy on a Sunday morning after a bit of success yesterday at Caulfield.
Yes, Gelding. 50% win rate, 75% place rate. Excellent return. And the Professor's Parlay at this stage is still alive and depending upon Geelong to beat West Coast this afternoon.
How were you feeling during the footy last night, Professor? Richmond GWS.
There was a few curse words at the television set. Gelding, there were a couple of texts going backwards and forwards between you and I at that stage.
Yes. Yes. Look, really, I was in a beautiful position. I couldn't lose, Professor. I was praying for me Tigers to win, but I was also hoping for the Professor's Parlay to get it back over 40%.
Yeah, well, we'll see this afternoon, Gelding. And
it will go over 40% today, won't it?
Yes, it will. It's got to.
Beautiful.
All right, Gelding. So what we will ask the viewers is we'd ask you to please like the video because that helps us with the algorithm, gets us on screens before people, and also to subscribe because you'll be able to see great shows like this, and also Delegan and I talking NRL usually on a Tuesday night. Now, Sunday, Gelding used to be the province of Sportsfan radio at midday, so it's fallen by the wayside recently, but going to spark that up maybe later in the year.
Oh, well, that sounds like a nice plan, Professor.
All right, Gelding. Well, as you said, Sandown, and we've got jumps races, not all jumps races, but a lot of jumps races on the card today. 8-race card, the first at 11:50am, the last at a very nice 4:30pm, so be home before dark, Gelding.
Yes, be nice. Be a nice day out at Sandown today, nice and a bit fresh, but plenty of sun out today. Nice blue sky over where I am at Professor, so near Caulfield, so it looks good.
Beautiful blue sky out here near the Pakenham Racecourse too.
Beautiful.
All right, the feature race, Gelding Race 6, the Sandown Cup, listed race over 3,200 metres. The track's a good 4, and the rail, Gelding, guess what? The rail's in the true position.
Oh, what a beautiful, yes. Yeah, what can I say, Professor? Sandown, probably one of the most underused racing surfaces in Victoria, regarded as the fourth metropolitan track. Got two fantastic tracks out there where most horses get their chances. So, yeah, I like betting at Sandown.
All right, Gelding, what are your two best bets for today's races?
Well, Professor, I'm going in as I've said many times on this show, I do like the hurdles and the steeples. The horses seem to run to form, so certainly like them. I'll be going race 4 and race 5, but can I give an honourable mention in the Australian Steeplechase race 2, Professor, for number 1, Stern Idol? That will be my third tip and part of my parlay today. But the first bet I'm having is race 4, number 5, Sing for Peace. Paddy Payne, Steve Pateman in the hurdle over 3,400 metres. This horse at Warrnambool won the maiden hurdle on the Tuesday. Won it quite comfortably, Professor. So won by 3.5 lengths. He's down on the line. So Sing for Peace is my first bet, race 4, number 5. Then in the Australasian hurdle, over 3,900, Professor, look, only worth 100,000 this year. Thought a bit more money could have been thrown at it from Racing Victoria. Look, you're getting a good field here, only 7 horses, but look, there's about 3 main chances. but I like race 5, number 1, the Cunning Fox. This horse over the jumps has had 5 starts for 5 wins, Professor. Last start it ran in the at Sandown over 2,400, on the flat, ran a nice 5th. The start before that, the Warrnambool Hurdle over 3,200. It beat what I think will be its danger today in number 2, Affluential. Highland Blaze is also a bit of a danger. But any horse that's had 5 starts over for 5 wins over the jumps will do me, Professor. So my 2 bets are race 4, number 5, Sing for Peace, and race 5, number 1, the Cunning Fox. And you like, Professor?
Yeah, Gelding, I've left the jumps racing to you. That's your forte. I'm going on the flat races that are running at Sandown today. Race 1, the fast form handicap at benchmark 64 for 3-year-olds over 1,400 metres. I like in this one, horse number 11, Gelding, Legacy Bay, coming out of barrier 6, had 6 starts for 1 win and 3 placings, so 17% win rate, 67% place rate. It's a Zoo Star filly, Gelding.
I like it. Certainly very well bred.
Very, very well bred indeed, Gelding. What took my eye about this was the connections thought it was good enough to run in a Group 3 in November last year, the Thoroughbred Club Handicap at Caulfield. This is far easier. Currently showing the juicy odds of 550 and 250, Gelding. I think they're great odds, so I'd suggest punters get on. Luke Cartwright, apprentice, claiming 3, is in the saddle, so it'll start with 54.5. Our trainer, Gelding, Peter Moody and Kath Coleman. So they'd get good instructions, wouldn't they?
I'm sure they're well on top of it, Professor. Maybe not Friday night, but yeah, I'm sure Sunday they'll get the instructions.
Oh, this
right?
is Sunday, Gelding. The sun's out, like daylight. We can see what's going on.
All right, okay.
So
race 1, will we be able to read the track by then?
No, it'll all be up for grabs. But the speed map, Gelding, you can look at the speed map from previous meetings. Luke Cartwright's in career form, Gelding, 7% over his career, but 12% over the last 50. So he's an informed jockey. I like him on this one. So that's race 1, horse number 11, Legacy Bay. The second choice, race 3, the green tick handicap, Gelding. Everybody wants a green tick.
Yes.
Benchmark 70 for 3-year-old and above, over 2,100 metres. Number 11, Preferential, coming out of barrier 10, Gelding, and should have been running a couple of weeks ago for voting for elections. The Omen horse for election day, Preferential.
Would have thought so, Professor, but yeah, interesting.
All right, it's had 22 starts for 4 wins and 7 placings, so an 18% win rate, 50% place rate. Back in class, Gelding. It's been very, very handy in benchmark 78 and 84. This is only a benchmark 70. So dropping back, I think might have this field covered. Luke Curry, a jockey who's ridden one of our horses, Gelding. He's in the saddle.
Yes, Luke's coming off a double yesterday at Caulfield.
Yes, doing very
well. And for the Hayes boys. So, yeah. Interesting. So I do like your tips, Professor.
And the Hayes brothers in terrific form, Gelding, 14% over their career, but 20% over the last 50. So they've certainly been saluting very nicely over the last 50 races. $3.40 and $1.60 for this one, Gelding.
Yeah, Professor. And I did notice in my best bets and form guides lately that the Hayes brothers have taken over from Kieran Mara is the leading trainer in the States, both city and provincial. So pretty good form to be able to take over the informed Kieran Mara.
Exactly right, Gelding. So my 2 for today's racing at Sandown, race 1, horse 11, Legacy Bay, race 3, horse 11, Preferential. Now, Gelding, there is no Professor's Parlay today because I just couldn't find anything that I was happy with. And if we get to 40%, I don't want to put that at risk. But as you would be aware, most of the games have been played in the NRL and the AFL, and the others are toss of a coin. So we don't want people to, be the point of the parlay is to try and select 3 legs that will have a definite collect. We don't always get it right, but if we can get to 40% out of 100, that's not too bad.
Oh, mate, that's fantastic record. Now, that 40% alone for the horse is great, let alone for 2 other sporting events as well. And remember, occasionally you have gone to soccer on me. And even to Brett Hogan's response to ESports.
Well, but the esports got up, Gelding, so I've got to be happy with that. Our one foray into esports was successful.
Yes, and the good thing is trying to find someone who'll take your bet.
Exactly, Gelding, exactly. Well, but I found somebody.
Yeah, you found.
I'm not going to mention who it was, but I found an organisation that would.
Yeah, you're right, Jack.
All right, Gelding. Well, we're protecting a 50% win and 75% place rate, so hopefully we can do very well at Sandown today. And until next Saturday, and that's racing, it's good luck.
And good punting.